Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you had a great week. I do want to direct you to last week's Friday's planning video for one thing, and then we'll revisit this a lot, I fear. Last week, I spoke about the Fast and the Furious and the way that the news cycle is moving right now. I'll say it again. This is really a distraction to what really matters. I'm not saying that what is happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue or Capitol Hill is not important. It is. What I'm saying is that contrary to what someone told me this week, this is not something we've never seen before. I'm not going to go back through all that we've been through in the past 100 years or so, but suffice it to say, even in the last 30 years, we have seen the latest in what has been many stock market bubble burstings. We've seen the worst terror attack on American soil. We've seen what could be referred to as credit Armageddon, otherwise known as the Great Financial Crisis. We've even seen this president in office before. And finally, we've seen a global pandemic that has not been seen in about 100 years. I know that this time it seems different. Some people say worse, some people say better. I'm not weighing in on that. Anyone who has asked me about this knows I care about what happens here and how it affects our economy, in turn, your investments, and overall your goals and dreams. That is my singular focus. And as even I saw an upcoming JP Morgan webinar using the same words that I've used for a long time, let's focus on the signal, not the noise. Today is February 28th, 2025, and this, of course, is your Friday planning video and a focus on one of the best in the business, Warren Buffett. Please keep watching these videos and also the Monday videos as well if you want to keep up with the day-to-day of the markets. It does allow me to get the word to all of you, and it allows you to hear my report in a short 5 to 8 minute video a few times a week. Let's talk about some wisdom from Warren Buffett, his 2025 shareholder letter. Excuse me. Today, we're drawing inspiration from one of the world's most respected investors, Warren Buffett. His 2025 letter to Berkshire Hathaway shareholders has been published, and it's full of timeless wisdom that can help guide our planning both in business and in life. Buffett reminds us that mistakes are part of the journey. In his letter, he emphasizes that the cardinal sin is delaying the correction of mistakes. Whether it's a missed opportunity or miscalculation in our plans, owning up to our errors and acting quickly to correct them is a key to long-term success. Putting this into practice, let's look back at the past week. Identify one area where a small oversight may have cost you time or resources and plan a concrete step to fix it this week. This is as true in your home as it is in our planning. Buffett also notes the transformative power of one winning decision. In his case, he cites the examples like the acquisition of Geico and key hires that turned the tide at Berkshire Hathaway. While our decisions may not be as monumental as transforming a trillion-dollar company, I would suggest that decisions we make, and in many cases, actions we take or don't take, can and may have an effect on your long-term planning success. Ask ourselves, what is one decision you can make this week that might have a breathtaking impact on your goals? Focus on that high leverage opportunity and give it your full attention. I do say again, this may be as likely to be what you do not do as it is what you do. One of my examples is reacting too quickly to this fast and furious that's going on. Buffett believes that a growing tree symbolizes reinvestment and growth. Buffett's longstanding advice to save and reinvest is as relevant as ever. Despite Berkshire Hathaway's record cash reserve of over $334 billion, as people keep reminding me, he makes it clear that the preference will always be for investing in solid long-term businesses over merely holding cash. Remember, as a trillion-dollar company, Buffett reminds readers that the majority of the assets in Berkshire are still invested. This plays into exactly what we've been talking about here in these videos since late last year. Now is the time to do a risk audit of your plan. Do you have more risk than you need? While I don't do a lot of short-term stock trading anymore, I did that 30 years ago. I'm reminded of one of the rules that I often refer to. I think it's as relevant now in this stage as it was then. When buying a stock, and in this case, executing a part of your plan, know why you're doing it. Know what is the desired outcome. Once this is established, you can have a clear process to evaluate that plan when the outcome is either no longer desired or no longer probable with the plan. At that point, you should sell the stock, or in this case, change the plan. This is the process we use. It's exactly this. We identify our goals. We develop a plan to reach those goals. We execute those goals. Then we evaluate the efficiency of those goals, and then we make changes when necessary. This is our planning process, and we'll continue to do it. The noise and the fast and furious does not change that. One last vision before we head into the weekend. According to Buffett, his secret to success is like a snowball. The key is to find wet snow, in our case, a good plan, and a long hill, in our case, time. This will allow your wealth to compound and grow exponentially through reinvesting profits over a long period of time. Just like a snowball rolling downhill, it gets bigger and bigger. Warren Buffett's 2025 letter is more than just an update on Berkshire Hathaway. It's a master class in strategic planning, humility, and long-term thinking. As you go into the weekend and plan your next week, take these lessons to heart. Correct your mistakes swiftly. Make that one game-changing decision. Invest for the long term and always maintain fiscal discipline. Thanks for watching this Friday planning video. Let Buffett's wisdom guide you in turning challenges into opportunities. Stay focused and have a great weekend.